So what if you could clear your head and totally reset your focus in just a few minutes every single morning? Well, today we're going to dig into a really simple but honestly powerful practice designed to do exactly that.
All right, let's kick things off with a feeling I'm pretty sure we all know. That feeling of waking up and you're already behind. Your mind is just buzzing, you know? It's full of noise before the day has even really started.
I mean, does this question just hit a little too close to home? It's that feeling, right? You're carrying all these unfinished thoughts from yesterday. You've got worries about today, and there's just this constant, low-level static of mental buildup. It literally starts the second your eyes open.
And when our minds are that cluttered, we just get shoved into this reactive mode. It's like, boom, you're on autopilot, you're just answering emails, reacting to notifications, putting out fires. You're living on other people's terms. And that leaves you feeling scattered and creatively wiped out before you've even finished your first cup of coffee. And this quote, this right here is the whole game. This is the mindset shift we're talking about. It's about getting out of that passive mode where you're just consuming the day's demands and stepping into being an active creator of your own focus, of your own energy.
So what if there was a simple, an unbelievably low-pressure way to just hit that mental reset button every morning? Well, there is, and that's the solution we're going to look at right now.
Okay, so the official name for this is Morning Pages, and it comes from a writer named Julia Cameron. But listen, I need you to immediately forget any pressure or anxiety that comes with the word writing. This is not about creating art. It's not about being a good writer. It is, plain and simple, a brain dump. It's a way to get all that junk out of your head and onto the paper.
And you don't need a huge amount of time to get started. Not at all. The classic method, yeah, it calls for 3 full pages, which can take a good chunk of time. But there's a much more accessible way to begin, the 10-minute start. Just set a timer for 10 minutes and go. See, the goal isn't to fill up pages. The goal is just to show up and build a consistent daily warm-up. That's it.
This is the absolute perfect way to think about it. It's just mental housekeeping. This practice isn't the main event, it's the setup. It's what you do to clear the clutter so you actually have the mental space for the focused, creative, important work that comes later in the day.
All right, so how does this actually work? Let's get practical. The rules are designed to be super simple and, more importantly, to lower the stakes so you actually do it.
There are really just 4 simple rules. First up, do it right when you wake up. Before the phone, before the news, before your brain is fully defended against the day. Second, use a pen and paper. The fact that handwriting is slower is actually the point. It connects you to your thoughts. Third, never ever stop moving your hand. If you get stuck, that's totally fine. You literally just write, I don't know what to write, over and over until something else comes. And fourth, and this is a big one, keep it 100% private. This is for you and only you.
And that privacy rule, it is so critical that it comes with another, very specific and kind of weird instruction from Julia Cameron. You are not allowed to reread what you've written for at least 8 weeks.
So why the long wait? It's because rereading those raw, unfiltered thoughts too soon is like sending a formal invitation to your inner critic to come and ruin the party. And that defeats the entire purpose. Remember, the goal here is to get comfortable with dumping, not decorating. You're building the habit of release.
I know. This might sound almost too simple to actually work, but there's a real reason this habit has stuck around for decades. So let's get into the psychology of why it's just so effective.
First off, by getting all those looping thoughts out of your head and onto the page, you stop them from just spinning around in there. You're freeing up your working memory. That's kind of like your brain's RAM, which you need for actual focus and problem solving. It also gives you total permission to write badly, which is amazing because over time, that silences your inner perfectionist. And it'll start to notice patterns in your thinking and connect with a voice that feels more genuinely you.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? You are actively training that internal censor, that voice that tells you that's not good enough, to just stand down. It's like a workout for your creative muscles, teaching them to just move without judgment.
Here are 2 more awesome ways to think about it. It's like brushing your teeth, but for your brain. Just daily mental hygiene. Or, my favorite, it's like mental windshield wipers. You're just clearing away the gunk so you can see. The point isn't to have a perfectly spotless windshield. It's simply to see the road ahead a little more clearly.
Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road. How do you take this from a cool idea you heard about and actually build it into a real, sustainable habit that you stick with? Let's break it down.
Okay, first, anchor it. tie it to something you already do every single morning, like making that first cup of coffee. Second, get rid of all the friction. Leave your notebook and pen right by your bed so it's the first thing you see. Third, just expect some resistance. The first few weeks might feel super weird or even pointless. That is normal. Push through it. And be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, don't let it become two. Just show up the next morning. And finally, try to frame this as an act of self-care. It's not a chore, it's a little luxury, a moment just for you.
And that really brings us back to the ultimate point here. This practice isn't about the output on the page. It's about shifting your own identity. It is a daily physical reminder that you are a creator, that you have agency, and that you can shape your day instead of letting your day shape you.
So, I'll just leave you with this final thought. In a world that is screaming for your attention 24/7, what could you possibly learn or solve or create if you just gave yourself 10 minutes? 10 minutes of unfiltered, private, focused release each morning. You know, the answer might actually surprise you.